Yes, infinite waters diving deep once again. Here we are in nature with the beautiful Sharuk. Once again, the importance of whole foods. The beauty of whole foods versus processed foods. Foods that make us feel lighter, that raise our energy, the vibration boost. And on my journey, I found by changing my diet, it's changed my lifestyle forever. It's changed my outlook forever. It's made me become the person who I am today. And I have an appreciation for a lot of people who, in spite of what their family and friends think, still go with what their heart tells them. In this video, I wanted to bring the feminine energy because infinite waters is not just about masculine energy. Yes, feminine and masculine are within us all, but it's about the balance. So we have the feminine energy. And Sharuk, how's your journey been?
It's been quite exciting and filled with challenges at times, but I think that that's what often propels us forward and inspires us. And food has been a major component of my journey towards healing and just feeling so much better and more awake, more alive in every sense. And I found that transitioning to a plant-based diet and eating more organic, less processed foods, it really makes you experience this shift on so many levels. It's not just you feel like your skin will glow more.
You have the whole paradigm shift. You're living in a new paradigm.
Yeah.
Whole foods are all around us. When you go into nature, even rice, for example, that is in its husk. However, they have to bleach it to make it white rice.
Yeah.
So instead of me on my journey choosing white bread, why not go with brown bread? I don't even eat much bread these days, hardly any, but always go for the more organic as opposed to the more refined.
And just to realize that nature has blessed fruits and vegetables and grains with all the nutrients that are needed for us to thrive, and with all the minerals, with all the vitamins to keep us balanced and grounded. For example, if you even have like milk made from different nuts and seeds, it already has all the calcium and all the nutrients that your body needs. But what we've done, what the mass production of food has done in these days, is to strip foods of their nutrients, so produce bleached, refined sugars and white rice and white bread, and then fortify it with nutrients. It's crazy if you think about it, because all those foods already come filled with all the right, balanced, perfect nutrients that our body needs in order to thrive and grow and be healthy. So
one thing I found is that the enzymes within the food are fundamental.
Yes,
when you look at whole foods, they have the complete enzymes within them. Therefore, when they're actually digesting within the body, the enzymes can help digest the food. Therefore, you'll have a very smooth bowel movement. Many people on the planet are stuck. They're constipated because they're eating refined food. So what's happening is the body has a big question mark. What am I going to do? How am I going to get rid of this food? So it has to rob your healthy cells to help digest the food. That's why a lot of young children, they can eat as much sugar, as much candy as they want, and they always look so glowing. And then when they become older, something happens because the body can't get any healthy cells anymore.
It takes its toll on the body ultimately. I think we think that we can keep on overloading our system with all these processed foods and just put in whatever we want and then expect to maintain a healthy glow and healthy digestion. But ultimately it catches up with the body and the body gets very overwhelmed. The liver has a large task, the digestive system, the kidneys, to process all that extra salt and preservatives that are put into the food. So what we want to do is recognize that, as you said, like foods come already with all the enzymes needed for us to process them and to benefit from their healthy and healing effect, and then expel whatever is not needed. So I just wanted to actually show everyone this kale dish that we prepared, and usually I like to prepare kale raw, but this time I put it on in a pan for a little bit with some red onions and carrots and seasoned it. Kale is a very beautiful, vibrant superfood. It has a lot of nutrients and it's actually very versatile. Like some people, when they see this big green leafy vegetable, they might get a little overwhelmed. But it's very beautiful and it can be used in so many ways. You can just put some olive oil and ginger and lemon and make it into a beautiful salad. Add whatever you want, avocados, pumpkin seeds, tomatoes, make it colorful. That's the other thing.
Get creative. Get creative in the kitchen. Start juicing.
Yes.
Realizing the importance of fresh fruits. For me on my journey, what's empowered me is to realize eat natural foods. They have to be in their original state.
Yeah.
You find so much vitality in just like an avocado, for example. This contains oleic acid. It contains beautiful vitamin E, which is essential for body health. It contains carotenoid lutein, which is key for macular degeneration. Basically, it protects you from eye conditions. Many of us in this digital world, we're staring at a screen for like 20 hours every single day. It's taking a toll on our eyes. Eating foods like avocado, bananas, high in vitamin B, they'll keep you calm. But one thing I found on my journey is that there is a big myth, the protein myth, where many people, if you ask them, why do you eat meat? They will tell you it is because of protein. Protein.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of us, when you realize that most of the animals we are slaughtering, where are they getting their protein from? They're getting them from plants and vegetables. Nature is abundant. In fact, the air contains protein. The air contains everything you need, and so does water. That is why you can't survive without air for more than a couple of minutes, because it is the chi which keeps life going. Many of us, we're under a spell. We've been programmed. Many of us, we don't even do the research. It's cultural. It's the culture and the tradition that makes us eat many of the foods we eat. It's empowering when you really take a look at your life. And for me, it's transformed my life just eating more whole foods as opposed to processed foods. I don't think people that consume meat are different from people that don't. I don't feel people that are vegan are superior. All of these are labels and tags. You have to do what resonates with your heart and soul. There are no merit points for anybody, because we have to look at things in a holistic way. That is what wellness is all about. Realizing it's not just the food you eat, it's also how you think, the attitude you have. You are what you eat, drink, and think.
You are what you feed all of your senses, basically, because I have come across people that have a plant-based diet that eat healthy superfoods, but yet ingest and also give out a lot of toxic energy through the words they utter, the words they speak, the actions, how they treat people. Like they might have some compassion towards animals, but then they're mistreating other beings. They're not being mindful and compassionate towards all living creatures. So this is something to be mindful of. It's not just about getting the diet part right and then letting everything else go. It's about balancing all aspects of one's life. And really, sometimes all that's needed is one change, and you start to see how everything else changes and harmonizes with the decision you make, whether it's in your food or how you what you do, your divine purpose, recognizing why you came to this world, what kind of work you're doing, whether it's what you wear, how you carry yourself, all of that
We are
matters.
eating not only through our mouth, but like you said, through our senses. Through our environment, we are taking in energy, which is food. Therefore, by changing your environment, you also changing what you put into your body? Are we living in a more calming environment as opposed to a chaotic one? So when we also talk about animals, respecting all life, this was something which really hit home. When I used to eat meat a long time ago, many of us are not emotionally ready to even kill our own food. There is a pattern within everything in nature. It is not a surprise that what we're doing onto animals is also what we're doing to ourselves, more so what we're doing to the planet. We cannot eat in violence, kill in violence, and then expect peace on the planet Earth. It's impossible. So when I realized this, it was a light bulb moment, because I realized I can actually make an impact to the ecosystem, to realize what goes around comes around. Many of us on the planet, we say, things shouldn't happen to me, but why not? How we treat other life forms on the planet is not a sign of an evolved spirit right now. We have so much work to do in terms of seeing that animals have their own purpose here, their own destiny, their own experiences to fulfill. And we are supposed to be helping them, protecting them, not eating them. But then again, everyone sees things in a different way. And that is because everyone is on a unique voyage here on planet Earth, which is beautiful. We can all coexist and respect each other's decisions. I have many friends and family who eat meat, and I still love them. So it's all a matter of where you are in your own energetic vibration. That will dictate what food you choose and how you think, how you see the world, in essence. But it's about going back to nature, embracing nature, and loving life, because that's what healthy organic food does. You appreciate life. You see the colors, you see the patterns, you see how interconnected every single thing in nature is. And you feel lighter for it.
Yes, and you realize that the sun has cooked the food for us already. So when we talk about like whole foods and live foods, we're talking about foods that have received all the nourishing and healing powers of the sun. So they've already received that warm energy and they're packed with nutrients. And so I would really encourage people to, even if they are to prepare cooked food, to not cook the food to death, to not just cook it on high temperature for long hours and then make it void of all the good nutrients and enzymes that it comes with, to look to consume foods in as close to their original state as possible, and to really it's a work in progress. It doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't stop.
And it doesn't stop either. It's a quest, it's a journey, it's ongoing, and
continuous process.
And it's beautiful, and it makes you realize no matter where you go, you can always attract abundance to your life. You can always find foods that will nourish you, that will nourish your soul, and not just fill your stomach with empty
calories.
Devitalized calories. Exactly.
It's beautiful here. I send everyone much love, wellness, wholeness, because we need this right now on the planet. The beautiful Sharuk, in nature with the birds behind us, infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.
Peace.